I use as a sanding implement clear plexi and some sticky sandpaper on the other side of the clear plexi. And basically what that does is it allows me to see where I'm sanding. Almost every customer, I mean, you got to put yourself in their shoes. Would you rather have something come back that was like maybe, you know, like not quite the right color but was small, or would you rather have the touch up like expand to something quite a bit bigger and be a better color? Me personally, like it's easier to explain. And if you're doing this on old guitars, like if you watch any of the people that are restoring art on YouTube, or you watch what Iris is up to, or any of that stuff, it's all about reversibility. It's all about keeping your stuff, you know, to where, you know, somebody that maybe down the line has better techniques than you. I mean, when you listen to them talk, you know, you hear about their the evolution of restoration and art and conservation of instruments and all that. And it's constantly evolving process. So the idea that today we've got like the techniques that are going to live in perpetuity is kind of silly. So if you're working on old expensive guitars, you know, keeping your stuff small so that you're not blasting off a lot of original finish to try to kind of paint these faux finishes or whatever and try to hide stuff is probably a better move. I'm a big fan of smaller touch up than larger touch up. So everything I do is about trying to keep the area of effect of where you're touching up as small as possible within reason.